An underreported story during this crisis is this one from Rolling Stone. The Department of Justice wants to suspend certain constitutional rights during coronavirus emergency. The Department of Justice has secretly asked Congress for the ability to detain arrested people indefinitely, in addition to other powers that one expert called terrifying. So effectively what they want to do here is suspend habeas corpus, and they want to do this thing, which is, the best way to describe it is indefinite pre-arrest. So if they arrest you because they suspect you did something, you committed a crime, and then, oh my God, we got to lock everything down because we have a pandemic, so what are we going to do? We have no choice, we got to lock everything down. What they're saying is, even if this thing lasts for a year, 2 years, we want to, even if you were arrested for something minor, we want to have the ability to lock you up indefinitely. It's a pre-arrest. There's no trial, there's no, speedy process. Hey, we can't do anything because we're dealing with this outbreak. So I could arrest you for a low-level crime, keep you locked up for a year or however long it takes before this thing goes away, and then I could come and give you a trial or whatever after that. So yes, that would be suspending habeas corpus. That would be functionally indefinite pre-arrest is what we're talking about there. That's terrifying. And I definitely don't think that should be the case. And in fact, if anything, there's been many articles coming out recently. Many countries around the world are like emptying prisons as much as humanly possible. Why? Because this thing can spread in prisons very quickly, and it could be a nightmare scenario. Like, it is the worst possible place to be in a situation like this. Overcrowded, tiny places where you're right on top of each other. So a lot of places are like, as a matter of health necessity, they're kind of releasing as many people as they possibly can release. Other countries are doing that. I think some states are doing that in the U.S., although I'm not 100% sure. But in New York, they're not doing it. And this is a big issue. This is a giant issue. And the government is asking to go in the opposite direction. Instead of, hey, for health reasons, we got to clear out as many people as we possibly can, they're saying, no, allow us to indefinitely pre-arrest people and suspend habeas corpus and just have them in limbo as long as necessary. Woo, that's a tough one. I would say no to that. That is wild. These are expansive authoritarian powers that I think are definitely unconstitutional and un-American. And it's kind of scary, some of the stuff that's being considered. By the way, the other thing that just came out right before I came on air is apparently Trump is considering next week just acting like everything goes back to normal and saying, everybody go work, everything's fine. As like literally it would be the height, the peak. The peak is actually in about 40 days, but like during the time of an outbreak and a crisis when the cases are exploding, he's thinking about pretending everything goes back to normal. And, hey, everybody go out there and act like nothing happened. This crisis is exposing all the weaknesses in our system. And there are many, and it is terrifying.